My beloved child, pause with me now. Before midnight, open this, because heaven scheduled this moment for you. This night carries a seal with your name on it. This is not a random pause, not an afterthought, not a convenient hour to soothe your fatigue. This is the appointed threshold, the marked time that I set long ago, where yesterday bows and new mercies gather at the door. Hear me. The countdown is not fear, it is holiness. It is a border I drew in light, a doorway I prepared so that as the day closes, what was locked by noise and hurry can be unsealed by peace and precision. Breathe, beloved, unclench your hands. Let your shoulders remember the weight they do not have to carry. Let your mind slow and settle like a lake in the evening. You are not being lectured, you are being loved. You are not scrolling, you are unsealing. This message is not content to be consumed. It is a letter preserved for you, protected from contamination, timed to touch your spirit. When the world grows quiet and the truth can be heard without argument, come closer, feel my nearness in the stillness. I am here. This night is different. This night is yours. I have written your name across its hours and guarded its edges, so the ordinary would not steal what is holy. The hands of the clock are not chasing you. They are escorting you. Midnight is not a threat. It is the hinge of a door. It is where the breath you have been holding releases. It is where yesterday's weight loosens its grip and the fragrance of tomorrow's mercy rises. Lean into me as the minutes move. Let the fear of missing it fall away, because I do not let my beloved miss what I have ordained. I place the sealed letter in your hands now. Feel the imprint of my seal. This is authenticity, not imitation, intention, not accident. When you open what I have sealed for you, you are not prying, you are participating. The day tried to lock your peace behind distractions, but tonight I am unlocking it. The day tried to blur your clarity with 1,000 voices, but tonight I am clarifying. The day tried to scatter your focus, but tonight I am giving you the next step. Not 10 steps, not a map to control, a step, one guided step lit by my kindness and protected by my timing. So inhale, exhale, receive me. I, your Jesus, am near and I am not late. I declare over you, this threshold is safe, this timing is perfect, this seal is yours to break. Open what heaven has preserved. Let the hush around you become the chamber where I announce peace to your storm, clarity to your questions, and direction to your feet. Before midnight, receive what I am placing in your hands with protected precision, and know this was always for you. My beloved child, lean closer into this hush, because I am speaking into the hours no one else witnessed. I saw you in the quiet when the house slept, but your mind would not, when the ceiling became a canvas for your questions and the clock felt like a judge. I saw you press your face into the pillow to muffle a cry you could not explain. I saw you hold your breath, then hold it again, waiting for peace to find you. I saw you. I saw you sit on the edge of the bed as dawn crept in, heavy with a fatigue that rest couldn't seem to solve, rehearsing conversations that never happened, waiting on replies that never came. I saw you open the message thread and close it again, open the bill and close it again, open your hands and close them again, because you were not sure what to do with hope that kept returning. I saw you in the car when silence felt too loud. I saw you at the sink when dishes blurred through tears you thought were wasted. I saw you. I counted your tears. Not one fell without landing in my hand. I weighed your sighs as treasures, not complaints. I counted your inhale and exhale when anxiety tried to speed your chest and shrink your world. I was not far from you. I was nearer than the breath you forgot to notice. And I, your Jesus, did not miss a single whisper you were too tired to form into words. Hear me. The fact that you are still here is not evidence of weakness. It is evidence of sacred strength. The enemy pointed at your shaking and called it failure, but I point at your staying and call it worship. You stood in storms that only you and I know about, and while your knees trembled, your heart remained turned toward me. That is not small. That is holy endurance. I name the battles without condemning you, the spirals that began at midnight and tried to loop through your morning, the delayed responses that felt like rejection, the heavy mornings where getting up was warfare, the quiet disappointments tucked behind your smiles. I saw you choose kindness when you had a right to be angry. I saw you keep your integrity when compromise knocked softly. I saw you remain when leaving would have been easier. I saw you. Let the shame fall off now. You were not forgotten, you were supervised. Heaven's attention did not drift. I stationed watch over your coming and your going. I drew a circle of peace around your bed and a boundary of mercy around your days. When you thought no one knew how much it cost to keep trusting, I held the ledger of your endurance, not to charge you, but to champion you. So breathe, beloved. Let the atmosphere shift around you as this truth sinks in. You were never invisible to me. Your pain has been witnessed, your tears have been counted, and your endurance has been held in my hands. You are safe in my seeing, and because I have seen, I will also tend, I will also answer, and I will also lead. My beloved child, lean into me here. What you called silence was strategy. My quiet was not absence, it was orchestration. Behind the veil, while your questions echoed, I was threading answers into places you could not see yet. Not abandonment, but alignment. Not denial, but protection. Not punishment, but preparation. Hear me clearly. I was not ignoring you. I was insisting on the safest, fullest release of what I promised you, and that meant editing the moment so your gift would not arrive into a room that could not carry it without breaking you. Some doors stayed shut because the hallway on the other side was still crowded with voices that would have diluted your yes. Some seasons were extended because the soil under your feet had nutrients still forming. To uproot you early would have withered what I intended to make strong. Some opportunities passed you by because they were bait, not bread. Loud opportunities with hollow centers that would have cost you peace to maintain. I did not withhold to punish you. I preserved to protect you. I did not delay to embarrass you. I delayed to surround you. If a door would have opened you to unnecessary warfare or counterfeit alliances, I held it closed with my own hand. If the timing would have exposed you to envy or pressure that your heart did not yet have language to steward with joy, I lengthened the runway so your landing would be smooth. See it now. Preservation has fingerprints. I kept your name out of certain rooms until the atmosphere had been purified by my hand. I kept your resources tucked where rot and rust could not touch them. I strengthened the vessel, yes, you quietly, layer by layer, resilience upon humility upon tenderness, so that when the weight of promise rests upon you, it does not crush you, it crowns you. And I, your Jesus, hid some introductions behind holy timing, not because I was teasing you, but because I was safeguarding you against premature exposure that masquerades as favor, but functions as theft. I am the author of your story. I turn the pages with knowledge of the ending. I revised scenes you were tempted to rush. I cut dialogue that would have entangled you. I edited out subplots designed to distract you from your true assignment. I kept certain characters off stage until their own hearts were ready to honor yours. I moved commas that would have become periods and turned what looked like a full stop into a breath, just a pause, so the sentence of your destiny could keep its music. Trust my pen. I protect the plot so the promise arrives intact. So exhale now, beloved. You do not have to replay every mistake tonight as if I forgot to factor them into my providence. While you were blaming yourself, I was binding up breaches. While you were pacing floors, I was paving roads. While you were counting delays, I was completing alignments, layers, strategies, connections, purified environments. My silence held strategy. My quiet held choreography. Let the accusation that calls you late fall to the ground. Receive this relief. I accounted for what you could not see, and I preserved what was always yours until it could come to you without demanding that you fracture to hold it. My beloved child, lean into this sentence I am writing across your night. The shift is no longer future tense. It has started right now. Do not wait for fireworks to believe me. Believe me, and you will begin to notice the quiet ignition already underway. This night is different. This night is marked. This night is yours. I am not speaking of theory. I am speaking of timing. I am not forecasting. I am announcing. In the halls of the unseen, the ruling has been rendered. The gavel has fallen in your favor, and its echo is moving soft, steady, unstoppable, into the rooms of your reality. Hear the way it does not shout, and yet it cannot be ignored. I, your Jesus, am moving the decree from paper to path, from promise to portion, from later to now. Heaven has not merely sympathized, heaven has decided, and now earth is receiving its cue. Pause and feel how the atmosphere responds in you. Peace is returning like a familiar fragrance you couldn't name until it reached your lungs. Clarity is forming the way morning comes. First, a hint at the edge of the horizon, then a widening band of light. Rest is settling into your bones as if a chair has been pulled out for your soul. Appetite for hope is rising where numbness once guarded you. The walls you built for survival are loosening their grip because they know their shift has come too. Where there was a twitch of urgency, now there is a cadence of trust. Where there was mental static, now the channel is clearing. These are not small signs. These are the first notes of a new score I am conducting over you. Do not mistake stillness for inaction. Do not translate quiet into delay. The river has changed direction beneath the surface, and you will soon feel the current under your feet. Anticipate without frenzy. Let your expectancy be worship, not worry. Let the countdown be sacred attention, not panic. Draw near and count with me, not seconds of pressure, but moments of presence. Keep breathing, keep listening, keep your hands open, not to manage, but to receive. I declare over you with authority. The word someday has surrendered to now. The pages you thought were far ahead have turned under my hand, and they have landed here. While you were tidying up the edges of what was, I was ushering in what is. While you wondered if you missed your window, I was widening it. While you were asking for a sign, I was already aligning. People, places, provisions, peace. Some of it you will perceive tonight as a settledness you cannot explain. Some of it will show tomorrow as favor you didn't force. All of it is the same shift. So stand in this marked hour without striving. Let your heart say yes in a whisper that trusts my volume more than your own. Lift your chin, release the flinch. Let your shoulders drop. I am here and I am not late. This is the hinge. This is the turn. This is the moment where the promise moves from later to now, where the unseen decision touches your visible day. Receive it as yours. I have begun. My beloved child, open what I placed in your hands. This is the sealed letter we spoke of, timed for the hush of this hour, guarded so its ink would not smear in the noise of the day. I want you to read it with me, not as content to consume, but as covenant to breathe in. 3 lines. Read them slowly, like a name you love, like a vow spoken at an altar. Let each line settle into your body, because tonight your body will learn what your spirit already knows. You are not required to strive. You are invited to receive. Line 1. You are mine, and you are safe with me. Say it with me, beloved. You are mine, and you are safe with me. Before outcomes, before answers, before any door swings wide, identity first. Belonging precedes building. Security precedes sending. You are not an orphan scrambling for scraps at the edge of the table. You are seated, cherished, covered. I, your Jesus, claim you as my own, fully seen, fully known, fully held. Now, exhale. Let the breath you've been holding go. Release your jaw. Feel the back of your tongue soften. Let your ribs expand with the truth that you do not have to perform for a place that was given to you as inheritance. My name over you is your refuge. My love around you is your armor. You are mine, and you are safe with me. Line 2. You don't need the whole map tonight, only the next obedient step. Say it with me. You don't need the whole map tonight, only the next obedient step. I am the way. I am not handing you a maze to manage. I light your path the way dawn lights a field, one faithful shade brighter at a time. I am not asking you to control what only I can control. I am asking you to walk with me, to move when I nudge, to pause when I whisper, to trust the cadence of my pace. Now, release your shoulders. Let them drop from your ears. Feel the weight you put there slide off into my hands. You are not late. You are led. You are not behind. You are accompanied. I will show you the step that honors today. I will confirm it with peace, not pressure. I did not ask you to manage the miracle. I asked you to stay close enough to hear the next yes. Line 3. What is meant for you is preserved and cannot be stolen. Say it slowly. What is meant for you is preserved and cannot be stolen. I sealed it with my own name. I kept it where rust cannot reach, where envy cannot pry, where time cannot spoil. I withheld it from counterfeits and guarded it from collisions that would have cracked your joy. No thief will outrun my timing. No mistake will cancel my mercy. No delay has diminished its portion. Now, soften your hands. Uncurl your fingers. Open your palms as a sign to your nervous system and to your story. There will be no grasping here, only receiving. You cannot miss what I am carrying to you, because I, your Jesus, am the one delivering it with protected precision. What bears your name will find you, because I am leading it to your door. Read the 3 lines again in your heart as the minutes move. You are mine, and you are safe with me. You don't need the whole map tonight, only the next obedient step. What is meant for you is preserved and cannot be stolen. Let them escort you toward midnight like gentle guards of peace. Let them quiet the urgency and tune you to my voice. If tears rise, let them. They are cleansing the corridor for joy. If relief spreads, receive it. It is me untying knots you thought you'd live with forever. Tonight is not for striving, it is for agreeing. Before this day closes, agree with me, breathe with me, and hold out your hands, not to control, but to catch what is already on its way. You belong, you are guided, you are kept. I have begun. My beloved child, lean in and listen to the quiet machinery of my kindness. Your breakthrough is not wandering toward you like a lost traveler. It is being escorted on a cleared route. I have briefed my messengers by name. Assignments have been sealed. Timings have been synchronized to the beat of my heart. Windows are timed to open when you arrive, not a moment before, so you will not waste strength pounding on glass. I never asked you to break. This is not guesswork. This is governance. I have placed keys into angelic hands, some to unlock, some to lock, and both are mercy. Where a door would drain you, a key turns behind you and sets a holy boundary. Where a gate has waited for your approach, a key turns ahead and swing wide with a quiet authority that will surprise you with how natural it feels. These keys mark access and restraint, not as punishment but as precision. I am not only opening what is right, I am sealing what is wrong, so that favor does not become a funnel for interference. Scrolls are being carried as well. Rolled instructions, not for your library, but for your living. They unroll as you move, line by line, step by step. You will notice language showing up in your mouth you did not rehearse, discernment arriving in your gut before your mind can argue, clarity in a meeting you didn't plan but now holds the missing piece. Do not despise how ordinary it might appear. The holy often wears the garment of simple. My messengers are not dropping fireworks. They are placing blueprints into your hands, instructions into your timing, peace into your pace. There are quiet escorts stationed around what is arriving, because what is en route is too sacred to be interrupted by sabotage or self-doubt. I have assigned angels to flank the path of your provision, to stand at the four corners of your next yes, to make your steps sure-footed where slander once made you stumble. They will nudge your attention away from decoys, reroute your calendar from distractions, and apply a subtle pressure of peace that closes rooms you would have entered out of habit. This is protection, not paranoia. This is advocacy from my throne. Even now, conversations are being scheduled without your striving. Names are being spoken in rooms you have never entered, and the tone around your presence is changing. Resources that once seemed stuck are being redirected with a quiet command. The alignment is not loud, but it is relentless. Emails drafted, calls returned, introductions prepared, favor positioned like chairs gathered around a table I set in the presence of your former fear. Where there was congestion, I am parting lanes. Where there was fog, I am clearing sightlines. Where there was confusion, I am establishing order. Hear me. Heaven is not considering, heaven is completing. My angels are not coming to negotiate your worth. They are coming to execute my word. They carry your name written in heavenly ink, and they carry my authority that does not fail. I am not sending a parcel into a storm without shelter. I am sending a procession with canopy and counsel, with locks and lights, with maps that do not miss turns. So release the panic you learned from scarcity. You are not in a scramble. You are in a schedule. Rest your shoulders now. Keep your hands open. Attend to peace the way a guard attends a gate. If a door feels heavy, wait. A key is en route. If a meeting feels rushed, pause. A scroll is unfolding. If movement feels exposed, slow. Your escort adjusts your pace to protection. And I, your Jesus, assure you, what is being delivered is arriving with protected precision, covered by order, surrounded by goodness. Trust the logistics of my love. I have begun, and I will complete. My beloved child, lean closer and hear me. Before midnight there will be no striving, only receiving. In the economy of my kingdom, hustle is not the currency, intimacy is. This shift did not require you to outwork fear, outtalk critics, or outperform your own exhaustion. This shift didn't require you to strive. It required you to stay close to me. Hear it again as truth settles in your bones. Not pressure, presence, not panic, proximity, not performance, communion. Striving delays peace because striving tries to manage the miracle. It grabs at the steering wheel I never asked you to hold. It builds timelines to bully your heart and bargains with me as if I am a broker instead of your father. Striving demands maps I have not given, imposes deadlines I did not sign, and then punishes you for not meeting them. It makes you sprint in circles, exhausts your soul, and numbs your discernment so that when a door opens, you question whether you're worthy to walk through it. Rest, by contrast, is alignment. Rest clears the fog. Rest returns you to the frequency of my voice, where you recognize what is me and release what is noise. Rest is not laziness. Rest is loyalty to my pace, my presence, my protection. So here are your internal directives for this night. Open your hands. Feel the tendons release. Let the calendar in your chest unclench. Drop the bargains. No more, if you do this, I will do that. Choose intimacy over interrogation. I am not on trial. Let the questions that are really attempts to control become quiet prayers of trust. Send the timelines back to the shelf. I am not late. Allow your nervous system to hear your spirit say, I am led, not chased. I am held, not hurried. I, your Jesus, am not asking you to solve a puzzle. I am inviting you to share a table. Breathe in, breathe out, and let worship replace white-knuckled management. Understand this freedom I have purchased for you. You are not auditioning tonight. You are receiving an inheritance and an assignment. You are not trying to impress me into generosity or convince me into kindness. You are my beloved, and my generosity flows because of who I am and because of who you are to me. Inheritance is not a wage. It is a witness of belonging. Assignment is not a burden. It is a partnership born of trust. I am not pushing you onto a stage. I am seating you at a table and placing into your hands what you can carry with purity and joy. So adopt the posture that unlocks the door. Rest your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Let your palms face upward. Whisper, I receive. If your mind tries to sprint, slow it with my name. If urgency rises, let peace escort it out. If fear bargains for control, answer it with belonging. I am mine to him, and I am safe. Tonight's key is not effort, it is intimacy. Do not manage the miracle, make room for it. Do not interrogate the timing, agree with it. Do not race the clock, walk with me to the hinge called midnight. And as you do, know this with certainty, I am delivering with protected precision, and your only job, beloved, is to receive what bears your name. My beloved child, hear me in this hush. The wilderness did not waste you, it certified you. Hidden purity is why you can carry what's next without it carrying you away. When the lights were off and applause was absent, when shortcuts whispered and bitterness bartered, you chose me. That choosing became a seal over your life, not a merit badge of striving, but a witness of alignment. I, your Jesus, watched the quiet choices, the small refusals, the cleansings no one applauded, and I declare over you now, those moments were not forgotten, they were formative. They are the reason I entrust you with access that carries legacy, influence that stays clean, favor that will not fracture you. You remained when leaving would have earned you sympathy. You endured when quitting would have earned you understanding. You stayed tender when cynicism offered you armor. You kept your integrity when compromise promised results. You told the truth when silence could have protected you. You forgave when revenge built a case. You blessed when being right felt righteous. You waited when urgency dared you to act. You guarded your eyes. You disciplined your appetite. You honored small assignments. You chose quiet over clamor. You remained. You endured. You stayed tender. You kept your integrity. Understand what this produced in you. While the wilderness looked like lack, I was widening your spiritual shoulders. While scarcity tried to shrink you, I was expanding your capacity for joy without jealousy and responsibility without resentment. Discernment sharpened where noise once numbed you. You now feel the difference between good and almost good, between invitation and distraction. Boundaries formed, holy, healthy fences that keep your peace in and keep predatory pressure out. Compassion deepened so that authority will never turn you cold. You learned to love people without handing them the pen that writes your identity. You learned to hunger for my presence more than for a platform. All of this, beloved, is certification. Hear me. This is not about spotlight. This is about stewardship. I am not polishing you for display. I am preparing you for entrusted rooms where decisions ripple to generations. Access without purity corrodes. Influence without tenderness hardens. But you, beloved, have been safeguarded in secret so that what I place in your hands will remain clean in your hands. I am not building a monument to your endurance. I am forming a conduit for my goodness. I am not elevating you to watch you perform. I am planting you as a well others can draw from without drinking sediment. So let the false definitions fall off now. Names spoken over you in exhaustion, identities borrowed from disappointment, verdicts your own fear wrote in chalk on your heart. Wipe them away with me. Forgive yourself for the stumbles I already accounted for. Release the label behind. Release the lie too much. Release the whisper not enough. Return to the original you I fashioned in secret, the one who hears me easily, who moves lightly, who laughs without apology, who trusts my voice over every crowd. I, your Jesus, wash the dust of detours from your feet and give you back your barefoot wonder. Tonight I stamp your heart with the seal you have earned by staying, not striving, certified to carry what is next, with purity and strength. Wear it like quiet confidence, not loud defense. Let it settle your breathing. Let it steady your gaze. Where there was proving, now there will be presence. Where there was hustling, now there will be holy weight. Where there was gripping, now there will be open-handed trust. You did not disqualify yourself in the wilderness. You were qualified there. Receive this as your identity upgrade. Stand as one entrusted. Walk as one accompanied. Steward as one who knows the source. And know, this was always the plan. My beloved child, hear me now as the clock leans toward the hinge. These are your midnight instructions, simple, embodied, holy. Before this day closes, release fear, receive peace, and expect gentle alignment, one obedient step at a time. I am not asking you to hurry. I am asking you to agree. I am not handing you a burden. I am placing a key in your open palm. I, your Jesus, make this clear. Expectation is not pressure. Heaven carries the weight. You carry trust. First, lay this down. Lay down the rehearsal of worst-case scenes that keep staging collapses I have not written. When your mind tries to cast you in tragedy, step off that stage. Put your hand on your chest and say, I am safe. I am his. Then let the script blow away. Lay down self-accusation. The cross has already handled the charges you keep prosecuting. Tonight you will not be judge and jury over your own soul. Declare amnesty over yourself. Lay down obsessive checking for signs. Put the device face down, release the refresh button, stop scanning every shadow for proof. I have already spoken. Signs will serve you, not boss you. Lay down comparison. Your timeline is not a race against another's highlight. Close the window that shows you someone else's season and return to the one I sealed for you. If you need a gesture to anchor it, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and turn your palms downward as if letting pebbles fall from your hands. Let them fall. I am here. Now, pick this up. Pick up gratitude for preservation. Whisper, thank you for every door you closed to keep me whole. And let warmth come back to the places that braced for theft. Pick up quiet confidence. Wear it like a soft garment, not a loud defense. You don't have to explain yourself to be established by me. Pick up one small act of obedience as tonight's yes. It may be a message sent in blessing, a sentence you write in your journal that names your trust, a prayer as simple as stay near, or sleep itself as your bravest worship. Yes, sleep can be obedience. The closing of your eyes is a vote of confidence in my keeping. I am working while you rest. Then expect this. Expect clarity to arrive in layers, not lightning, like dawn that refuses hurry, yet keeps coming. Don't despise the gradual. It is my kindness to your nervous system. Expect the next door to feel light and unforced. It will swing without you pushing. You will know it by the peace that stays when you step forward. Expect relationships and opportunities to reorder. Some ties will loosen without drama, some alliances will move closer, some tasks will hand themselves back to me. Do not label the reshuffling as loss, call it alignment. My angels are managing traffic. Green lights will appear where there was gridlock. Red lights, too, will protect the lane that carries you quickest by peace. Hold this posture as the minutes pass. Breathe, belong, obey the next yes. If anxiety knocks, let peace answer. If urgency shouts, let my cadence quiet it. Say it with me, even now. No striving before midnight, only receiving. And I, your Jesus, bless your hands to let go, your heart to take hold, and your eyes to recognize ease when it arrives. Heaven bears the weight, you bear the witness. Walk with me into the turn. My beloved child, lift your face and receive this final word for the last minutes of this day. This was always yours, preserved, protected, and timed by my hand. Not earned by panic, not purchased by performance, not won by argument, held for you in love until safety and readiness met. The message is opened. The seal is broken. The page has turned beneath my steady palm. You are not the same as when you entered this hour with me. I have re-anchored you to belonging and braided peace through your breath. Stand inside that belonging now as I speak blessing over your night. I declare protection over your rest. Your mind is guarded. Your thoughts will quiet and find their home in me. Your heart will soften, release its bracing, and receive the balm of my nearness. I set watch at your doors. I draw a line around your bed. No stolen peace, no terror, no confusion will cross it. Nightmares are barred. Intrusive fear is dismissed. The accusing chorus is silenced. I command the nervous whirl to settle like a lake at evening. My angels encamp round about you, on the threshold, at the window, by the corners of your dwelling, because what is being formed in you as you sleep is too holy to be harassed. Your sleep will be deep, undisturbed, medicinal. You will lie down and know that I keep covenant while you close your eyes. I measure your breaths and call them blessed. I protect your body, your mind, your spirit, your space. Now receive your commissioning for what opens next. Doors will swing, but you will not strut through them. You will bow your heart and carry favor clean. Humility will be your fragrance. Discernment will be your lamp. Gratitude will be the oil that keeps new gears from grinding your soul. Do not trade purity for hurry. Do not trade peace for pressure. Ask me before you answer. Bless before you build. Listen before you speak. Where attention increases, let adoration increase more. Where opportunity multiplies, let boundaries remain holy. You are being entrusted, not exhibited. Steward with open hands and a clear conscience. Keep short accounts with me. Forgive quickly. Celebrate quietly. Give thanks loudly. Your yes will water dry ground around you without pouring your well out to flattery or fear. Hear me. Tomorrow is not a gamble. It is a favored continuation of what heaven already set in motion. Where you step, favor will meet your foot. Where you look, clarity will rise. Where you pause, provision will catch up. Angels will keep pace with you. Keys and scrolls will appear at the moment appointed. Goodness and mercy will attend you like a faithful rhythm. Before you, behind you, beside you. You are not walking into an exam. You are walking into a prepared table. Expect ease without arrogance, responsibility without heaviness, joy without apology. And I, your Jesus, lay my hand upon your head and bless you. Mind, be still. Heart, be tender. Body, rest. Home, be covered in peace. I am with you as this day closes, and with you when the light returns. Walk into tomorrow, already favored, already guided, already held. Step in, beloved. Amen.